Hello all,
Yeah, I
thank
can.
you for being here. Our meeting today will be about an important topic. We will talk about the SolidWorks Certification Program. What is a SolidWorks Certification Program, and what are the levels, and how could you benefit from this certification for your career and connecting others and more. So our guest today is Mr. Krishna. He is a CSWB and the leader of a big SolidWorks user group, the China user group in India. He will help us understand everything about the SolidWorks user group. So, hello Krishna, nice to see you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, and I hope you are doing good, and all our users and SolidWorks heroes. I usually call heroes of my SolidWorks user group members. So everyone are doing good, and let's get started with today's session. So today we will be looking at what SolidWorks certification program and how we can access them, and so these are the key takeaways in the today's session. Like you can understand the hierarchy in which the certification will be. So you can follow the procedure to get certified as a ultimate SolidWorks expert. So that is CSWE, Certified SolidWorks Expert. So and we can get look into the certifications and how we can access the certification. Finally, you can get what are the benefits of being a certified user. Okay, because getting into the session, let me introduce deeply about myself. So I'm a mechatronics engineering student at Chennai Institute of Technology, which is located in India. Right now, I'm doing final year, and I'm doing an internship at a manufacturing industry where they produce automotive components. I do design and automation for the company, for the CNC and other machines, like providing automation solutions and operating the robot and everything. Apart from that, I'm also a user group leader of the Chennai region. So this is the place where I reside, and I'm also being the leader of the community. And I'm a sort of champion. So like it is about 6 to 8 months. I'm being a sort of champion by doing a proficient work with the products. So this is a short intro about me. And yes, this is the today's lineup. So we will be looking at the how the certification program have evolved and how the what are the levels and categories in which the certification are available from the sound system in SolidWorks. The roadmap in which we can access the exam. So this will be the next part and getting what are the benefits from the SolidWorks certification. Then we will look into the prices of the certification. Then the software in which we can take the exam. So it is a self-proctored software. We can also look at a small practical session in how to access the software. Finally, we will look into the resources which are available over the internet and official resources available. And then we can move on to the questionnaire session. So we can clear all our doubts and queries. Before getting into the history, you need to know what the abbreviations and initialisms look like. So CSWA means Certified SolidWorks Associate, and the letter P means Certified SolidWorks Professional. So who are all professional in these softwares can get advanced to the next level by completing the Certified SolidWorks Professional Advance. And finally, they will get a final certification as a Certified SolidWorks Expert. So this is the brief history of the evaluation of SolidWorks certification. So starting in 1998, they have created the CSWP mechanical design. So this is the first certification SolidWorks has provided. With more and more certification being done by the users, they thought like we can introduce a basic session, because when they introduced the CSWP, it was like an 8-hour session and you need to take the exam from the office, like where we can have the resellers office and from the sales office. So after that only they have changed many other rules, like taking the session at from home, like taking a 3 hours self-proctored exam, providing the certificate software for that, and they have evolved many things. So starting from 1998, they have evolved with the CSWA, mechanical design, and advancing with the software, like in a specific domain, sheet metal, drawing tools, and mold making tools, surfacing, and simulation, like that they have evolved with. So these are the brief line of the certification. So recently during the lockdown time, like at COVID session, they have introduced many other certification like SOLIDWORKS Professional API. So API is a tool where you can customize your solution for the software, like can create a new feature and the options in which you can work with. And then they have also introduced the flow simulation. So which means some of like doing the CFDs and flow. We that working with the flow is right. So that includes the flow simulation. And then the most important session, certification, the 3D experience. So this is the platform in which we can access the data, communicate, design, and everything with a single platform from anywhere in the world with just only the internet service. So from 2020, many of the certifications have evolved and there are many changes in the certificate. So we can look on to the SolidWorks, and which also covers the 3D experience also, because nowadays only the desktop solution is not used in the company. So the companies have evolved to use the 3D experience platform because we can access the data anywhere and it's reliable to use the data. So they have introduced the 3D experience certifications also. So we can also look onto these certifications in the next slide. And yes, this is the categories in which we can define the SolidWorks as a separate 4 categories. So like starting from design or engineering, like they include like mechanical design, electrical design, and additive manufacturing, like that kind of stuff. So in the simulation part, you will be working on the simulation of the design in which you have done. So it includes the stress and strain analysis and force analysis part with the certification. So in the management and collaboration tool, this is the part where mainly the 3D experience certification will look into. So here, what we'll be doing is that the data in which we present to our customers and the suppliers are also done with the 3D experience platform. So managing these data, accessing these data, maintaining the product lifecycle management and the product data management also covers with the management and collaboration. Finally, the design which we have done must be manufactured. So to test that also, we have manufacturing domain. So where we can test ourselves about the tools in which we can manufacture the design. So we can see about each of them in a separate slide. Yes, this is the design and engineering part. We can see that the exams were segregated as the 4 categories, which we have seen at the earlier: associate level, professional advanced level, and then expert level. So with these, the main and initial exam, one which you can take is the CSWA, that is Certified SolidWorks Associate Mechanical. So this is the first exam which we will be using the part design and assembly as a basic level. So with this certificate, we can get a basic idea of what the exams will be and how we can be taking and what will be the questions will be asking and how the questions will be asking. So many of them will be having a doubt like, do we need to design the part and then upload the file in the software with which we are taking? So that is not the question here. We need to design the part and we need to provide the objective type of answer. Like, so you can get the answer like if we apply a material to a design, we will be getting the mass properties, volume, the center of mass, and the distributed mass, right? So these are the values in which they will be asking from the end. So with this, they will be evaluating our answers. So that answers will not only be in the objective type. We will also be doing the typing the certificate, typing the values also. So that will make them to look into the correct answer. So they will be like asking to modify the design, update the design, and then they will be asking the values. That will provide them the right way to evaluate yourself. So this is the basic level mechanical. So the mechanical means we will be having associate level, professional level, and then finally in the expert level only we will be having the mechanical. So one who are done with the mechanical part, they can take the professional advanced level, which will be focusing on each domain. Apart from the part modeling, this will be focusing on the sheet metal tools, the drawing tools in which you will be drafting the design, the surfacing tool where the most of the parts in the world are designed. So this is one of the proficient tool, surfacing. So it will be difficult for you to do the exam, but it is the right tool to understand how you are good, proficient with the software. So then the weldments tool where you will be working with the weldment structures, and finally the mold making. So this is also one of the difficult exams. So we will be creating the mold for a design and updating them. So this is one of the basic way in which you can attain the expert level. And then the associate level, we will be having electrical. So the electrical part just has only one associate level. You don't have any other like professional level or advanced level or expert. So the electrical part examines you whether you will be using the right tools to do the control panel design or a circuit design using the SolidWorks tool. So then we will be having a 3D experience SolidWorks. So here you will be evaluating the SolidWorks connected. So if you are using the 3D experience platform and 3D experience SolidWorks, you will know that the data and designs which we are storing in our software will also be shared and stored in the 3D experience platform of our dashboard. So that will be creating that is the exam in which we will be evaluating here. It is similar to the CSWA of mechanical design. So this will be evaluating the tools, similar tools, and we will also work with editing the files in the cloud itself, right? So this will be the 3D experience SolidWorks part. Then the 3D experience 3D creator. If we are doing the design in the desktop version, we will be using the 3D creator role. No, sorry. So if you are using the 3D experience 3D creator, we will be working with the part in which we will be use the tools from the 3D experience platform. If we are having a desktop version, we will be working with the desktop tools, right, in this order. Similarly, to work with the cloud in the cloud mode, we will be using the 3D experience 3D creator, where we will be using the app called X Design. So in X Design, we will be designing the every part. So one who excels in the tools of the X Design can reach the 3D experience 3D creator. Okay, and with that, we can also do some free-form designs in the cloud platform. That is the 3D experience platform. So that tools will be evaluated with the help of 3D sculptor. So 3D experience 3D sculptor. This certificate will provide you the idea of how we were using proficiently the 3D sculptor, that is X-Shape. So similar to X Design, X-Shape is the software which we will be using as the freeform design. So then we will be using the mold creator similarly in the platform side. The word in which 3D experience has means that we will be working with the 3D experience platform. So in the mold creator, similar to the mold making, we will be doing the mold designs in the 3D experience platform itself. Xmold. So the software, the app which we will be using is called Xmold. And then similarly for the weldments, we will be having a structure creator, 3D experience, 3D structure creator. So this will evaluate the way in which you are designing the weldment structure in the 3D experience platform, right? So this will be the app which will be using is known as Xframe. in the 3D experience platform. So finally, the 3D sheet metal creator will evaluate the way you are using the 3D experience platform for doing the sheet metal design. So this is the associate level for a design. Likewise, we will be having mechanical and model-based design, MPD. So if you want to communicate the design to the manufacturer, you need to be clear with the dimensions and the tolerance and every data of the design. So the MBD will evaluate you for doing the drafting process with these tools and creating a 3D data of the file. So the manufacturer can design the part without any error. So this is the professional level exam. And then API, as I said in the earlier, API is the way in which you can create the new feature for your work, right? So this is the professional level. For similarly, we will be 3D experience SolidWorks. We will also have professional level. Likewise, what we will be doing in the mechanical will also be done here. So similar kind of assembly and mating updates will be done in the 3D experience SolidWorks professional level. For the creator role, in the associate level, you will be having only the objective type, like asking the name of the tool by providing the icon and what is the procedure to open this type of file and what kind of file will be saved from the 3D creator X design app. These kind of questions will be asked in the associate level. When it comes to the professional level, you will be creating the design in the platform, right? So this is the design and engineering part. Let's move on to the next part. So simulation. In the simulation, we won't be having much kind of software because the simulation itself covers the every part like structural, steel, and thermal and heat transfer. Like every kind of simulation will be covered with the associate level, professional level, and then expert level. Apart from this, we will be having sustainability. This is an objective type of exam. Like we will be having the sustainable ways in which we will be designing the parts and how we will be using the tool and giving the real life scenarios to how we will be accessing the data kind of things will be done in the sustainability exam. So this is a theoretical exam one needs to understand by working with the industry. So these kind of exams will be difficult for the students and other beginners. Then the flow simulation. The flow simulation is a part in which you will be working with the fluid. So for the structural steel, you will be having simulation exam. For the flow simulation, you will be working with the CFT kind of thing, right? So this is the simulation part. So next is the management or collaboration. The data in which we are creating must be shared with the other users and other designers, other manufacturers. And the data must be kept in a perfect way so that we can access the data perfectly. So if I need a design emergency, I need to access the data without collapsing with the names I have done for the software design. This means I need to do the naming of the design perfectly, right? So this includes the PLM and PDM, product lifecycle management and product data management. So the product lifecycle management means the entire project in which you will be working from the beginning, like providing the assigning the roles to the other designers and managers and other R&D process and everything. This includes the PLM and PDM includes the product data management. So PDM is the subset of PLM, where PDM means maintaining the data of the design. Because I'm a student, so I won't be working. I won't mostly be working with the revision of the design. So if we design a part, we will be like projecting, and if we are doing a project, we will be doing 2 to 3 revisions, right? But if it is going to a big company, there will be a huge amount of data where we need to maintain everything, right? So this is the part in which the management of collaboration tools will be working. So in the associate level, we will be having only the 3D experience certification. That is 3D experience, 3D swimmer. Before that, the name of this exam was known as 3D Experience Collaborative Business Innovator. So what they will be doing is that the management of the data, sharing the data, and moving with the clients, and which focus mostly on the business side of the design with the platform, 3D Experience platform. So this is what the 3D Experience 3D Swimmer role will be, and this is a kind of objective type, like kind of a 1 hour session exam. So you need to do the uh, introductory course to understand what the tools will be. If we are doing that, we can do that, clear the exam. In that course itself, they will be projecting the case studies in which an example company is working with the software. So they will showcase the example in which they are working, and this will provide you the insight of how the tools will be working. With that, we can clear the exam. So 3D Experience Collaborative Designer for SolidWorks is kind of similar to this 3D Experience, 3D Experience SolidWorks. So here we will be doing the basic kind of 3D Experience platform activities, but in the Collaborative Designer for SolidWorks, we will be working with the design in the SolidWorks desktop app, like it is known as SolidWorks Connected here. And we will also be working with providing the bookmark for the design which we have done in the desktop version, and updating the role in which the design can be accessed by the other user by locking the design and everything. This is the part which will be covered in the collaborative design. And then 3D Experience Lean Team Player for team animation. So this exam will be covering you how you are proficiently using the 3D Experience tool to provide valuable insights and videos for this session. So when we are going to a client, we will be projecting the designs to the customers, right? And to the clients, right? So we will be creating the videos, and we will be using the 3D Experience platform tools. So how proficient we are using is the role in which the 3D Experience Lean Team Player will be doing. Finally, the 3D Experience Collaborative Industry Innovator is the exam in which we will be working completely in the 3D Experience platform. So in the 3D Experience 3D Swimmer, we will be working only with the communication of the design state. So here we will be working how the projects will be assigned and what are the tools when it's come to a 3D Experience Collaborative Industry Innovator role. So these are the separate roles assigned if we are good with the software, with the certification. So if I get a 3D Experience 3D Swimmer role, I will be having a set of access to the apps in the 3D Experience platform. Similarly, for the 3D Experience Collaborative Industry Innovator, we will be having the collaborative tool for the Industry Innovator role. So they will be accessing the data, marking the data, reviewing the data, and providing the access to other users kind of things with these rules. And to be noted, the 3D Experience 3D Swimmer and the 3D Experience Collaborative Industry Innovator is the basic level certification that one must do to get access and the certification to the other 3D Experience certification. Like you have seen, right, the 3D Experience, 3D Creator, 3D Sculptor, Mold Creator, and everything, right? These roles will be provided even if you are done with the exam. These roles will be provided only if you complete these two exams. So these are the main exams in which each and every one should be done, right? So next level is the professional level for the management tool is the PDM administrator. As I said earlier, the data which we create when we are going to a company is much important, right? So the revision of the data and the date in which we have created the data, everything will be tested with the software. So this is the certifications available for 3D Experience management and collaboration part. So we can move on to the next part. So when it's coming to a manufacturing or production side, we will be having a basic level of additive manufacturing tool. So it is also a objective type question where the theoretical knowledge of the additive manufacturing, like, right, the 3D printing part and metal 3D printing and every other kind of additive manufacturing will be accessed with these certificates. So the user will be like need to be proficient with the ways in which the additive manufacturing will be done, and they can take the exam. So this is also an objective type, like kind of the sustainability. For the sustainability exam also, we will be having a theoretical part. So this is also a theoretical. So next is the 3D experience NC shop floor programmer for service. So for creating the 3D experience kind of programming, the G codes and F codes with the SolidWorks, the 3D experience platform has the ability to do like Delmia. So the Delmia software has the ability to do that. And with this software, we can create the G codes and F codes for the manufacturing of each of the products where we have designed. So this tool will be associate level for the uh, one user for to access what are the tools available for the 3D experience MC shop floor manager, MC shop floor programmer role, right? So these are the associate level available for the manufacturing or production side. So apart from this, in the professional level, we have a desktop version of CAM, computer aided manufacturing software. So this is provided with the help of a CAM work. So they are collaborating with the SolidWorks to provide you the manufacturing part. So in this software, we will be designing and in the basic level, we will be designing the basic level, and we will be using the tools in which we can provide the G codes and M codes and optimize the data. So this is what the professional level CAM program will be provided. So these are the certifications available for the SolidWorks, right? The desktop level and then the 3D experience level. So next we can move on to the a basic roadmap. So this is provided by Yahya TK. So he is one of the notable users and sort of advocacy, solid visualize advocacy. So he has provided the certification way in which one can attain. So basically, everyone will say that you can take this one, that one, and this one, and finally to CSWE. So that is not the procedure in which we can take. So he has clearly explained this, right? So what I have taken his image. Essentially, we will be using the SolidWorks associate level of CSWA mechanical design. After doing this, if we are good with the advanced modeling and advanced assembly, we can take the SolidWorks professional. Okay, so after doing this, if we need to take the expert level, there is a criteria, like you need to complete any four of the professional advanced level. So we have seen it here, right? The professional advanced level exam. So from this, any of the four exams will be eligible for the candidate to do the expert level mechanical design. So for example, if we are good with the surfacing and completing the professional surfacing level and then the drawing tools and weldments and sheet metal, the person can take the CSWE. It is not mandatory to do the mold making session exam, because these four level exams are kind of easy when compared to the mold making. So this is the toughest exam when you are working with the professional advanced level. So one who is willing to take the CSWE expert level, they can directly take these four exams and professional sort of mechanical design professional. Finally, practicing every these tools, because in the expert level we will be having all these questions from the in the single exam. So you need to be careful with these tools and get knowledge of each of the tools that are available. Then finally they can take the expert level exam. So what are the benefits of being a certified user, right? So if I know a software and if I know these things and that things, say for the sake of saying, it doesn't mean that he knows the software, right? So you need some a valid proof that you know the tool. And for that example only, we will be using these certifications mainly. So this will enhance the skill set, because while preparing for this certification, you will also get to know many of the tools in which you will not be using and in which you are not familiar with. So likewise, I have learned many of the tools by preparing for the certification, and then the career opportunities that are available. And say for example, there are two persons, both of them know how to design with the SolidWorks. So if you need to validate them, we can validate with the design. And finally, I found that both of them are good enough with the design also. So the tools in which both of them using, how proficient their designed intent is, and how the designs how the tools they are using are done with the certification. So one who does the certification can be easily given the opportunity for their career. So the salary potential for each of the person will also be differing, like basically with the normal person and with the person who is certified. So when it is for a company, we can access them with the certification. So one who's a complete certification can give the opportunity to work in the company. So when it comes to a student, they can get a recognition of how proficient they are with the tools when they are going for an opportunity to the company. So these are some of the benefits certified SolidWorks user can get. So there are many other opportunities, like say for example, if I'm doing a freelance work, the client must be believe that I'm a certified user. So that for the validation also, these benefits of a certification will also help for each of the person. And let's move on to the next slide. So this is the price of each of these certifications which we have covered so far. So I have made this with the local currency you are using at your locality and with the USD level. So each of the certification have a different level of amount. So you need to be get aware of each of these, and you can take this noted so that you can get access to the exam. Only one thing to be noted is the CSWP mechanical design. So for the mechanical design part of the CSWP, we can take the exam as a single part, like taking it to the complete 3-hour session, or else you can take it as a separate segment. So each of the segment would be costing like 38.94 USD. So this is the price range in which each of the certifications will be costing. So the certification for expert level will be costing much higher, because it is the expert level which will be covering every part of the certificate. Right? So it will be costing around 659 reals, right? So you can get note of these values for the access of the certification. Yes, we can now. So yeah, this is the most important part for every user, like how to access the certifications for free. So we can like complete the segregate these into three parts, like for a company employee, and then for a student who is using the SolidWorks from their university or schools in which they are working, and finally the common user, where they will be using the SolidWorks as a hobby and for the personal cost. So for the company level employees, they have access to exam for each year with the 2 times. So in the first half of the year and in the second half, only with the active subscription of the SolidWorks software. Because one who purchases the software for the company, they will be provided the access to their SolidWorks certification. So for each half of the year, they can get access to 3 of the exams, that is CSWA or CSWP and advanced topic, which we have seen the CSWPAs, right? And finally, the specialty topics will be like choosing the miscellaneous topic apart from doing the mechanical design. So this part will be like available for the employee. So they can request the access to the SOLIDWORKS like a certification center with the SOLIDWORKS ID. So you must be aware that they need to have an active subscription. Okay. So next, these are the certifications that are available as a student, right? So if I am a student, I can access this certificate with the active subscription of the college, because if my college is having the software, they will be having active subscription of the software. So with that ID and by contacting the academic certification providing team, we can get access to the exam. So for the CSWA and CSWP, they have separate academic version exams. So this will be like a kind of a different kind of exam for the normal CSWA and CSWP. So the questions will be varying like having a basic level, because if they are a student, they need to be have a basic level of idea, right? So what they have done as an academic version for both of the exams. So also we need to note that the minimum number of license must also is a criteria a university, because say for example, if a college is having like a 30 or a 45 license for their university, so there may be a criteria that if they have a minimum of 20 seats, they can get access to the exam. So this is what the criteria, and it will be varying for each of the regions. So you need to check with the SOLIDWORKS team to get noted of the number of minimum licenses available, and you can also get access to the exam. So this is the most important for as a common user, because many of them would be like eager to get the SOLIDWORKS certification, right? So they can get access to the exam by attending the 3D Experience World Conference, which is organized every year in the February month. So every year the SOLIDWORKS and the 3D Experience community is like organizing the event for all the users around the world. While it was a COVID period, it was completely like a virtual event. So one who is attending each of the session will be given access to the certification. Also, there is an event called SWUG, SOLIDWORKS largest user group meeting ever, which will be conducted mostly during September to October region. So for this year also, we are planning to conduct the SWUG 8. So this is the 8th year we are conducting, and there are various each year we will be having a separate theme for the event. So for example, last year it was SWUG 7, which covered each and every continents in the world, each and every regions, the major 7 regions, right? So what are all the achievements they have done in each region? In the India, in our region, what we have done is the certifications. What we are taking is all self-proctored, and we can take it from our home itself. But for this, luckily, they have conducted the events in the Dassault System's office at Bangalore and Pune. So each of the user who is willing to take the exam can go to the office in offline, and they will be taking the certification. So that is one of the notable achievement in India. Likewise, uh, SOLIDWORKS and Dassault System organize many other events for all the users. Like it also depends upon the region. For example, the SAE Baha event is like conducted by SAE, but the students can get access to the software. Likewise, SolidWorks will be conducting the design events, like the Baha event and many other design events, right? So, for example, in my region in India, they will be conducting Akruti. So, it is an event solely for the purpose of college students. So they will be working on the project like given 4 teams to 5 teams. They will be working on the project of a selected team, and they will provide solutions, and they will design the product and finally present it to jury members. So one who is participating the event will also be providing the SOLIDWORKS certification access. Also, they will also give an opportunity to use the SOLIDWORKS student edition for 1 year. So this kind of stuffs are organized in different regions. So check for the challenges website organized by hosted by the Dassault System. So they can learn about what are the events organized by them, and you can get also access to the certificate. And then getting the latest update on the SolidWorks blog and other social media. So sometimes there will be an offer for all the users, like the certification prices were discount, and they will be providing you the free certification access, because sometimes the new certification will be introduced from the team. So to get familiar with the certificate and to test everything, they will be providing the free access for the beginners. So you need to check for the latest updates with the blogs and other social medias. Finally, you need to if a person who is purchasing the student license, we will get also access to the CSWA mechanical design and CSWP mechanical. So if I'm purchasing the student version, so I can get access to the certification for the CSWA and CSW, right? So these are the ways in which a company employee, a student, and a common user can access the certification form. So next we will be moving on to the exam conducting software. So this is a self-proctored dashboard and software where we'll be using the this tool to attend the exam. So here they will be providing you the questions for the session. And for example, if we need to work on the assembly in the CSWP, the files will also be provided with this software itself. You need to download that file, you need to edit that file, and you need to find the answer and provide the answer in this software. Okay, so we can see that demo session here. Like, let me share my another screen. So this is the 3D experience virtual tester part. So here you can download the software. So after downloading the software, you can get access to the software by installing the executable file and accessing the data. So we can see a basic how the dashboard will be looking. So yes, this is my account where I can see the latest updates of certification issued. So if I'm completing an exam, my name will also be like displayed here, and what is the exam I have taken, and from where I have taken, everything will be provided. So the software for the exam will be or can be downloaded here. So this is the account in which the every certificates I have access so far. So this is the certificate I have got for the 3D sculptor role. With this QR code, you can provide the like the access to the user, so they can verify the exam, verify the certificate you have taken. So one who is scanning the QR code can get access that you have done the exam in the proper way. So here you can select and check for the certifications available. So you can see that in the world, up to date, there are about 4 lakh persons who have done with the CSWA. And if we select the country, we can get access to the for all the persons who have taken. And if I'm taken the exam, my name will also be displayed. So likewise, if you are done with your exam, you can also check with me. So This is the software and this is the dashboard in which you will be working. So I will now show the software where we have taken the exam. So the app is known as Transit Tester Pro Client. So let me open the software. So software, yeah, Transit Tester Pro. Okay. So this is the first level after installation. So you need to check for the language in which you will be using. After connecting to the server, I will be providing the data in which I will be working, like my email ID. So yes, you can see what certification you are going to take. So say for example, I'm taking a 3D SOLIDWORKS certification. So I haven't completed the associate level electrical design and the CSW simulation part and associate level and professional unit. So that is what it's showing, and you need to have a separate credit. So these credits will be provided by attending the events which I have mentioned you, right? So one who is taking part in the event can get access to the exam. Likewise, in the 3D experience, so I don't have any access to the certification as of now. So what it is showing like an entry screen. So if we have access to each of the certificates, we will be having displaying the certificate and we can take the exam. So for example, like this is the sample exam. So you can see, right? And after clicking the sample exam, you need to select which type of language you're going to start. And it will show you whether you need to start the exam. And if you are starting, the instructions will be provided and then you can take the exam. Let's move on to the slide again. So this is the virtual tester application. So I will provide you the link for the link for the So this is the most important part, like what are all the resources in which we can take. So the tutorials available in the desktop version of the SolidWorks is most useful for the exam. So many of them are not aware of this, and I will also share you after completing this. So for the tutorials we can do, and in my SolidWorks portal, you can have the access for the SolidWorks courses like the CSWA, CSWP, and the CSWP, and everything. There will be a pathway in which the tools will be we will be learning. So this can be accessed only if we have a subscription or as a student ID. So these are the some of the restrictions in which we need to work with this sort of portal. And for the 3D experience softwares, you need to look into the eduSpace.3ds.com. So here you will be having the pathway for every of the like 3D experience, 3D swimmer, 3D experience collaborative business innovator, 3D experience 3D creator, sculptor, and everything. Each of the 3D experience software certification will be available in this portal. So the sample exams that is available from each for each exam in the official site, and many of the YouTube channels are available for taking the exam. So they will be providing you the basic and advanced training for the design. So after you can practicing these things, you can get with the certification. So you can crack the exam easy. Then practicing the tools is most important, because just by looking onto the tools won't be sufficient for you to take the exams in a proficient way. So by practicing each of the tools which are available will provide you the access. So I will now show the practical way in which we can access the resources. So I will start with the sort of system. So yes, you can access the official tutorials here. You can see in the top right. So this is the part in which you can get all the tools, every tools for free. But the only thing is that you need to read these topics. You can't like see as a video. You need to read every topics, and you can just get a basic idea. You have everything, every resources available. Each of the tools will be explained here. This is the most proficient tool in which I have access so far. Right. So this is the first one, and next is the SOLIDWORKS tree. So these two are some of the sites, and so after getting the, you can see that what all the resources available here. You need to have a serial number for the accessing every data is available. This is one of the notable YouTube channel which is officially supported by SOLIDWORKS for the team to get working with the certificate. So Lucas, he will be providing you the ideas and the practice sessions for you to I think I hope that there is some network issue. Can you please let me know from where the video has stopped? You are muted.
Locus YouTube channel.
Yeah, I will show. That's great. I didn't.
No problem, no problem. You know, this is very nice playlist from Locus.
Yeah. So he has provided many of the tools for many of the practice sessions for every user, so they can take into the. So this is the training part. So I will also share this too. Here you can access every other courses and every other sort of certification. So I will also share. And this is the 3D experience. Here you can access the 3D experience for certification. After loading, I will show you that too. So you can see CSW surfacing, CSWE, CSWP enablement. Everything is available here. So not only him, there are many other students and many other users. They are providing you the access to the practice session. So you can also look that too. So finally, official exam sites, right? So I will show you that too. So this is the site in which you can access and buy the courses. Say, for example, we will be having a CSW, a mechanical design. You can see the complete eligibility and minimum pass criteria and the time that is available for the exam and everything here. You can download the sample exam in the website itself.
I think also this sample exam you can take directly from the software, Tangex.
Yeah, in the software Excel also we can take that. And for many other exams, the sample exams is not available. So for that exam, you can take directly from the website. So in this, you can see the each certification and what are all the details the exam will be like, what are all the tools and what we need to prepare, how we can prepare, everything is available. You can see the every procedure I have explained you is also available here also. If someone has missed the session, they can also take this too. So this is the basic level of questions that are available in the CSW. They will also provide you the answers in the final page to get you the correct answer. Right. So this is the other resource that are available for user, and then practicing the problems available. So yes, that's the end of the session where I have completely explained you the ways in which we can access the exam, the resources available, and what are the benefits to the certified user and everything. So if you need to ask me any queries or you need to connect with me, you can connect me via LinkedIn or Instagram. So I have provided the QR code. You can scan this to get access. And now we can have your questions to get answered.
Hello, Krishna. Rahul here.
Hi, bro. How are you?
Yes, I have a question regarding the online events that you mentioned for get a subscription for a subscription voucher for a exam.
Yeah,
Can you explain me where are these exam and where can we get the information for these events?
yeah, sure. I will provide the link for that too. So this is the site in which we can access every data for the events. So these are the events that are available for it, right? So you can get the 3D experience platform for free with this opportunity. So don't miss this opportunity. Like you can see the formula race, right? For the event, you need to design the vehicle. For that, we can get access for the software. And as I said, in India, the across the event is organized every year. So that is the event here, and we will be having project of the year soon. So I think it will be opened around September. So I have guess like that. So it will be like providing the valuable project you have done so far with this all. So like us, there are many other events. That first robotics competition, which is organized only in USA. So the way in which they have mentioned is available for that one region. So for worldwide means we can access from every one of the uh, people. So if it is in the region, means the particular person will be using the software.
Okay, thank you, Krishna. Thank you. I want to
Yeah,
join one also question because you are promoting a very events in India. Can you tell us upcoming events in India where we can join and get a certification voucher?
yeah. So in India, if you are looking for certification, so the next major event will be like SLUGME. As I said, that is the SOLIDWORKS largest user group meeting ever, which is organized every year. So this is conducted as a world level event for all the user group members. So by participating in that event, we can get access to the certification. So this year, I have a guess that they will be providing you the access again. But in the SolidWorks, like a 3D experience world, everyone get access every year. So if we didn't get access for this luckily, we can surely we will be getting access to the certificates will be via 3D experience world.
Can you explain us the elements of that event which are going to conduct in upcoming months? What we have to do the participate in that event?
Yeah, in this luckily, it is not like a participating, like it is like a presentation in which the users will be uh, presented the complete updates and features that are available in this service. Like it is themed with like every year. So as I said in the during the meeting, so last year we had a theme of like having the major achievements that are done in the 7 regions of the world. So likewise, in this year, the plan is kind of like accessing the innovative solutions that are available in each industry, kind of thing. So by participating in the event, we can get updated to the latest technology that is available, and we can like participating kind of thing means doesn't mean that you need to design the part. So like participating in the event by attending the seminars, like kind of thing. So that is this like me. And for the 3D experience world, it is a conference. You can attend the event by participating in the virtual session, because if you are willing to go in real to Nashville, I think so. So in this time they are going to conduct in Nashville 2024. So by participating that, you can get access to the software certification. So with that, you can get access.
Okay, thank you for Krishna.
Yeah, thank you. In the chat
Also,
section.
We
Yeah.
have a question from someone in the chat. He asks that if he buy a certification or an exam, he will get a license for the software. I think no.
No, you won't get access for the software. You need to have the software before. So the certification I'm getting access doesn't mean that I will also get the access for the software. It means only the credit that is available for the certification only, right? So you need to have access to the software before it. And then I have a question from File. So he asked me whether there will be like sample exam for 3D experience certification. Most of the exams, like sort of desktop version, are having certification sample exam, but I haven't found any sample exam for the 3D experience. So I think you need to be careful while preparing itself. You need to get aware of the tools and get access by participating in the videos itself, like in the EDU space, right? So with this itself, I will again post that link. So when taking the courses from this part, you need to be aware of while preparing itself. Yes. Any other question? Is there any other question?
Yes, I think no question.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Krishna. That was impressive, informative session. Thank you very much.
Okay. It is not
You know,
question.
this is first time I know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to do one request.
Yes.
Please post the recording of this session. It is very useful. Recording of the
Yes,
session.
sure.
Yes.
Yes, I
Okay.
will record session already on recording now, and we will post it in the both groups, Jeddah group and China.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was very informative. You know, this is first time I know that CSWB comes before CSWA for the historical. Like we don't have CSWA from 2009 and up until that we get that year. But CSWE is the first. After that we get CSWA.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Actually, you need to also aware of that. Like I said, the CSWE has criteria of having 4 certifications in professional advanced level. But for CSWN and CSWP, there is no like criteria to have CSWA to attend CSWP. Some of the person are doing like directly doing the CSWP and then taking the CSWA. So what they feel is that CSWP itself will be difficult and CSWA will be like a sample exam for them because it is easy for them to understand the basic tools. So one who is more proficient can directly take the CSWP mechanical design and then I can also take the CSWA after that. So it is not a criteria to do the steps in which I have explained. So the only criteria is the CSWPA and CSWE.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So I will also
Okay.
share my user group link also here. So I will also be conducting many virtual sessions also. So you can also join here to get access to my events in the future also.
We get your link in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Krishna. I think we get another question.
Yeah.
World champion. Yes.
Yeah, you will be providing every champion will be having the kit, right? Because each champion is a dedicated person for the community, so they will be providing everyone a kit. So you don't need to worry about the kit, and I think they have changed the vendor from like the old vendor, so it has get delayed. So they have again initiated that, and it's in now process. In the August end, they have said they will be processing the first 100 kits for the champions around the world. Yeah. There is a question.
The question.
That's okay. I think we can
Can him now.
yeah, you can take over.
Okay. Thank you, Krishna. That was impressive, informative session. Also,
Thank you.
me get too much benefit from this one. Also for the historical of the exams. First time to see this historical roadmap.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me also. So this is my first presentation I'm presenting as a user group leader. So thanks for the calling me, Kali Ahmad. And we can also have many other session collaboration in the future. So both our user group members will be getting benefited with the resources available.
Yes, yes, you're welcome. Yes. It was very nice to have you. So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
I think this is the end.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can also contact me via LinkedIn or Instagram.
See you.
So, see you. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you. See you.